All right. Good afternoon, esteemed guests. Honorable Minister of Tourism, Patricia DeLille, Honorable Deputy Minister of Tourism, Maggie Sorku, Chairperson of SA Tourism Board, Professor Gregory Davids, SA Tourism Executives, creative partners from Avator Agency Group, and distinguished guests. Now, my name is Lorna Maseko, and I am so honored to be your host this afternoon. I know that when I was called on stage, it was kind of like a Ooh, I don't know if because we haven't had drinks, we're still dealing with Sunday hangover. I don't know what's going on, but I just need a little bit of excitement. Can I get at least like a whoop whoop so that we know? Thank you. Today's a really exciting day. Today is the official launch of the South African tourism latest global brand campaign, South Africa Awaits. Come find your joy. Now, before we get into all the exciting stuff about how this campaign came about, some house rules, because everywhere we go, there's some rules that we need to follow. The bathroom is downstairs to your left. Please put your phones on silent. And then our social media hashtags are Instagram is Meet South Africa and Twitter is SA Travel Trade. Now, this campaign is set to reintroduce South Africa to the world, inviting travelers to rediscover joy through an immersive and authentic South African experience. South Africa Awaits, Come Find Your Joy is more than just a marketing campaign. It's a call for travelers worldwide to reconnect with a sense of wonder, curiosity, and adventure in South Africa. The campaign is strategically aligned with South Africa's National Development Plan, supporting the goal of attracting 15 million visitors annually by 2030. Now, let me tell you, I've traveled around the world and I am lucky to live in this country. And only when you come back, you're like, yo, it's so nice at home, and there's nothing like it, which I absolutely love. Now, the advert reflects South Africa's unique essence of weaving together its breathtaking landscapes, rich cultural heritage, and warm hospitality through the lens of childlike joy and discovery. Now, through this campaign, ladies and gentlemen, SA Tourism aims to drive increased inbound travel, strengthen South Africa's position as a top tier global destination, and showcase the transformative power of travel. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm like a walking South African flag because wherever I go, I'm like, you need to come to my country. You don't even know how incredible our food is because it is some of the best in the world. And just everything about this country, we just need to be proud of because there's so much to celebrate. Now, before we get into the crux of everything, I'd like to welcome onto the stage CEO of SA Tourism, Nombulelo Goliwe. Please give her a round of applause.
I thought we were going to play some more of that South African music just to set the scene. Thank you very much, Lorna. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of the Minister of Tourism as well as the Deputy Minister of Tourism who are joining us online. The chairperson of our board is also online, as well as the marketing committee chair, Mr. Opa Pilane. They are joining us. Here with us in person is our partner, the CEO of Brand SA. Welcome, sir. I want to acknowledge colleagues that I've seen in the room. Thank you for joining us for this important occasion. I also want to acknowledge the CEO as well as the chairperson of TVCSA, who are an important private sector partner to us, as well as South African Tourism Board members, and not least the Director General of the Department of Tourism, Mr. Vele, and our important stakeholders for today, media partners. Thank you very much for your time and good afternoon. We are excited to finally launch the new global brand campaign, a campaign that marks a bold and exciting new chapter for our destination. There's been a remarkable journey, as some of you would know, one defined by dedication, collaboration, and a deep understanding of the evolving global tourism landscape. From the outset, we understood that the campaign needed to be something more, so something more than just a marketing message. We also ensured that we are going to do something that South Africa and the destination has never seen before, because the time is now for us to do something different. The country is going through interesting development, including the G20 that we are hosting this year. Importantly, this campaign speaks not only to international audiences, which are important, but also to our own. We had to bring the campaign home so that it also speaks to the domestic market as well as our business tourism colleagues. We didn't forget the MICE sector. It reminds us of South Africans of the beauty and diversity within our borders. It's important that we also, as South Africans, we visit and explore our backyard. And I hope this campaign will do just that for South Africans, where it will build a culture of travel, but also inspire us to travel. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy the special moment. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, CEO. That was truly inspiring. I don't know about you, but you guys love this country. When you see everything that's happening in the world, you're like, guys, we have a beautiful place that we can call home. Now, I'd like to now call on the CMO of SA Tourism, Thembisile Sehloho, who'll give us a few words. Please give her a round of applause.
Good afternoon. Sanbonani, Dumelang, Absheni, Imatiari, bonjour. What else did I forget?
What's up?
So Sanbonani Mzansi, absolutely so excited to be standing in front of you. It's an absolute honor and a privilege to stand here and say, you know, people always tease me on social media, hello, CMO of the country. CMO of the country is standing in front of you, and it's an absolute privilege to be working on advertising my own country. I mean, I have advertised baked beans, rice. I don't think it actually amounts to standing up here and saying you are selling your own country to others. In fact, selling your own country to its own people. So one of the key things for me as we are building this campaign was that I wanted a piece of work and a campaign that's going to obviously last long, because we are marketers. We want to just keep running for a bit with stuff so that because we don't want to spend too much money. But I wanted a campaign that would be loved by South Africans, because, you know, it is your money after all. You are the taxpayers. We've used your money to build this campaign, and it must resonate with the world in an authentic way. So in our strategy, we want to position the country as position the country through exceptionalism, the exceptional nature of our people, our beautiful places and our ways. And in there, it's our people and our culture, and we want that to come through. But in doing so, we wanted to do it in a way that has never been done by any destination brand. So we did a lot of research, as we would, to understand what other competitors are doing, because we are marketing, and competitors out there are fighting for the same pie. So we want people to come here instead of going to Thailand, for example. So we wanted to be innovative in the way we do this. We wanted to build a campaign that's going to be memorable. We wanted people to remember this country for all its beauty and everything it has to offer. But most importantly, we want people to pick up their suitcases and get on the next flight and come to South Africa to really experience this thing for themselves. So we not only want 15 million visitors to be coming from everywhere in the world, but we want over that. We want to over deliver on that number. And also we want South Africans to also start traveling their own country. Because I think if we do that, you become the 60 million billboards that we want to be talking our country up and telling people about the beautiful products that this country has to offer. And most importantly, we wanted, you know, when you think of children, there are two things for me that come to mind. It's the wonder and it's the freedom. And you know, when you think of freedom, you think of South Africa. So we are positioning this campaign, and George will take you through it in a moment, through the eyes of a child. You know, children don't see barriers. They see a hot stove and they do this, and you're like, no, it's hot. But I mean, in that, we want the wonder and the explorer that children have. So we want you guys as adults to go back to when you were children and what barriers you didn't have and what freedom you moved around with. So in developing this campaign, we partnered with our amazing partner, Avator group. And when I gave them the brief the first day, they were like, "You okay?" And I said, "I want something that's never been seen before, and I want something that's going to make people stand up and actually recognize and notice this beautiful country that we have." So what I'm going to do is call up. We're going to have our strategist, George, and then we're going to have Phil and Veli take you through the creative itself. So George will take you through the strategy. You know, he's a strategy guy, so that you know that we didn't just land here by default. We tested, we made sure that hope the campaign resonates. So please sit back, relax, and while we take you through the beautiful journey of building to finding your joy. So find your joy in actually listening to George, and then George will help you find your joy in everything that we have to offer in this country.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, CMO, and thank you, CEO, for the lead up, and Lorna as well. Absolute honor to be standing in front of probably the biggest ambassadors for our country. We're really hoping that by the end of today, we all leave here feeling so positive and kind of get the country's message out there proactively and start traveling our own countries to the CMO's point. But I think before we get going, just a little question and raise of hand. Kind of, when was the last time you felt a sense of joy like you once did as a child? And I don't mean Friday afternoon drinks. I suspect if we were really honest with ourselves, probably not that often anymore. We all look like serious adults. We all have to earn a living, daily pressures, daily grind. We've kind of forgotten to live as we once did as children, right? Where that sense of wonder and joy and kind of living in a barrierless world where you get free to explore where you want, what you want on your own terms. And I think that is a sense of joy that we want to elicit for people who are engaged with our communications. Is this working? Yes. And today, really, to that point, is about us all feeling something. Let's all walk out of here excited, positive, and optimistic about what we can do, not just as a sort of community of communications people, but as individuals. Let's get each other going and traveling our country and sharing that with the world. Today is about us all finding joy on our collective journey as we get ready to share the joy of South Africa with the world again. I think it's been a little while since we last communicated as a country, as a travel destination, and we really want to get out there with a big voice and convince people to join us on this little journey. CMO touched on it earlier. We were given a set of parameters in terms of the campaign and what we could execute of. The exceptionalism of South Africa and South African people at its core was interpreted as through the eyes of a child from a communications perspective. And I think probably the easiest thought is to go, well, let's put some kids in ads and get them to show the world for us. The inherent challenge in that is that us as a destination, not every single experience is probably suited to children. Yes, they are absolutely very important, and the sense of joy and wonder we want to elicit is very important. But it's about inspiring everyone who engages the communication to feel that for themselves rather than quite literally having kids driving the communication. So the word through is probably the key word that we focused on in terms of the execution, as you'll see in a few seconds. So our messaging way in was to unleash the inner childlike wonder that actually exists in all of us. Doesn't matter how serious we pretend to be in our daily lives. I think given half an opportunity, we can all play a little bit. And that is externalized through the emotion of joy. And just want to show you a little clip to show you how actually everyday joy is there for all of us. Hey, how cool is that, guy? I'm not going to try and do what he did. So the campaign idea, as we've touched on earlier, South Africa awaits. Come find your joy. And to unpack that for you a little bit, I'm going to read this little manifesto that we wrote for you. So do you remember the time when you last played, unrestricted by time, curfew, or the weight of the world on your shoulders? When you laughed so hard until your stomach hurt, and where the seeds of lifelong memories were sown? When strangers became friends who turned into family? It's in those moments when we live life and experience our surroundings to its fullest. It's in those times when we experience the purest of all emotions, childlike wonder and joy. South Africa awaits. Come find your joy. So with that as a little context, I'm going to hand over to Veli and Phil, who will take you through the communications and resultant campaign that arose from there.
Oh, thanks, sir.
Thanks, Lily.
Thank you. There was an uncle of mine, and whenever he felt joy, he'd say something, and I remember screaming it back as a child. And I think it's a time where I was learning English. So he would say, "Gumnandu balapa," and the people would say, "It's nice to be here." And then you say, "It's nice to be here," and you say, "Gumnandu balapa." Let's try that. Gumnandu balapa.
It's nice to be here.
It's nice to be here.
Nandi Lapa.
And throughout, so we traveled all over the country filming this ad. And throughout, I was just like, "Kumnandu Bahapa." I would look, and I think I was also just a tourist in our country for the first time. And every time we wrapped set, we had long hours. Every time we wrapped set, I would be like, "This is a beautiful country. Kumnandi Ugubalapa. It's nice to be here." So I'm going to introduce the ad. So, you know, I had a speech and I won't say it because, you know, if you had to write down on a piece of paper the people that would make a global ad, it wouldn't be Avatar and it wouldn't be my business partner and I. So there's a South African story that is so beautiful behind that of an agency that is founded to serve South Africa, now serving South Africa at a global stage. So I think there's some beauty there. So the ad itself was very, very complicated to shoot. We had people on cranes. We had people jumping up on buildings. I had the CMO say, "I'm a crane, Veli. I'm a crane. Afunana, I'm a crane." On the first day, we got rained out. I've made many ads. I've never had to cancel a shoot because of rain. And now I realized that I've never really worked on a country brand. I realized that in my culture and in the South African culture, that's what's blessings. Because what we've got now, it needed to be rained out to get those blessings. So without further ado, you know, like I'm in between you and the main course. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the South African global ad.
Who's that?
I see the world through the eyes of a child. The world's wonders mesmerize me. It's covered in joy in the people where the sun still shines. It's in Africa, rediscovering the sense of wonder. I see all colors, even those beyond the rainbow. I can see clearly now the light shines so bright. I feel the spirit of my country. Drums echoing the pulse of Mozart, giving peace, joy, love, and hope. And the sun still shines. It's in Africa, rediscovering the sense of wonder. I see all colors, even those beyond the rainbow. I can see clearly now the light will shine so bright.
Probably seen that ad over 1,000 times, but it still hits me the same. And part of it was the brilliance of AK, our director, and the brilliance, yeah, brilliance of Phillip Island, and the brilliance of all the teams and everyone that touched this ad, the dedication and the love that this ad I've never seen. So a job like this would take months. Sue is there, she's nodding, she was behind this ad, and it takes about 3 months to plan and shoot an ad like this. we had 1 month. So yesterday, when Phil walked out of the studio at about 10 o'clock, because we still were tweaking, I said impossible is nothing. The fact that we managed to achieve this, no one thought we could. It was almost impossible to shoot an ad, edit, and flight it in a month, a job that should have taken 3 months. Everyone thought we were crazy when we said we're taking on this job, but we did. And the blessings are here. And part of it was the music. We knew that we needed to get the music right, you know, and we went everywhere with the music. There should be just like a documentary on just the music part. We approached different artists. We had samples. We were late night comparing where we need to go. And Babu Mahlasela, to work with him was the ultimate privilege, because he went back into studio time and time again. I think we had like 3-4 versions of different songs. And we needed to get the music right and get the feeling right. And we had extraordinary South Africans in the ad. And what better chance than having an extraordinary legend, iconic person like Vusi Mahlasela actually deliver the music. If you saw the ad, we had Zex Bantwini, was a Grammy winner. We had Wandile Mabaso, the chef. So we were celebrating ourselves. And I think we would have loved to have Babu Vusi Mahlasela here, but just the process that he has. So we brought him here in video.
Well, the inspiration behind the music of the SA campaign, it was really a great thing for me to be part of, personally, because of I love my country. To participate in this, it gives me the pleasurable human feeling, because of this is the country that I love very much, which is my home. But also to really inspire even the people in the country and those who are also visiting the country to really love and enjoy this place. Well, about the TVC that is now finished, I'm very much, happy the way it was done. It is really well done. And then also it sort of like really showed all sides of what you can sort of like really look into the country. More especially about the pulse of this country, the Mzansi, the people, the geographical areas, and then also that sense of beauty and the welcoming that you will always feel, which is really great when you come here to Mzansi, South Africa.
My grandchildren will never hear the end of this. I'm going to be old and telling them, I worked with Vusi Mahlasela. So just for Phillip Island is going to extend the campaign. And I know we've got stakeholders from different provinces just to top line show how the campaign would roll out in provincially.
Thanks so much, Veli. Thank you, everybody. I think what you've seen is a very big idea that has inspiring moods to it. But I think the true test of a big idea is how useful it is and how practical it is across the business, across the different territories, and across the different facets of the business. And I think when you see Come Find Your Joy expressed the way it is here, if you click through for me, you'll see the inspiring nature, the big, iconic, world-class activities that we have to share with people, new things for them to discover. But what's really interesting is when you take Come Find Your Joy and you dissect it, you find that joy is something that is incredibly individual. I think depending on what mood you're in, you'll find great joy in a massage and something very quiet and contemplative. You'll find great joy in being in an art gallery, right? You'll find great joy being in a sports stadium or playing video games. Joy comes in huge excitement. Joy comes in really quiet moments. So it's incredibly useful for us, particularly to do something as broad as a country, where there's so much to pack in, and everyone travels for different reasons. People have different bucket lists. People travel to meet family. People travel for honeymoons. It's unbelievably complex, and that's why this is such a powerful line. So whichever part of the business we're talking to and through global leisure, which we've just seen, South Africa awaits. Come find your joy. For MICE, your next big thing awaits. Come find your joy. If you click through, I'll take you through some creative execution. So if we go into the provincial examples, we want you to come and find your joy in every part of South Africa, from the Eastern Cape to the Northwest to the Western Cape. We want you to come and find joy in every single piece. In the Eastern Cape, coffee and a bay await. Come find your joy. They're lucky to have not the big 5, but the big 7. They've got the Great White and Wales, right? They've got the Grahamstown Arts Festival. You can go canoeing in the Storms River. It's amazing. And the Free State, I'm from the Free State. Shout out to all the Free State people. And I think a big part of our work is to take somewhere that people like to fly over and turn it into somewhere that people come to sleep over. I think it's there's so many things. The Drakensberg is there. They've got unbelievable game. The cheetah experiences. The UNESCO World Heritage Site at Vredefort. There's just wonderful things. If we click through for me, Northern Cape, the Agrabis Falls is an incredible place if you can ever get out there. Sutherland is one of the best places on the face of the planet to see the galaxies. The history in Kimberley is unrivaled. And obviously the Orange River experience is a nature thing that you will never see. The Drakensberg awaits. Come find your joy. And, traveling through KZN, you're going to just encounter the most incredible cultural experiences. The surfing in Durban doesn't cost a penny extra, and it is world class. And you're going to find the cultural heritage of one of the most beautiful parts of the world, right? Limpopo, tee off on top of a mountain. It's the longest par 3 on the face of the planet at the Legends. The safaris and spas are world class. It's probably one of the highest altitude views you'll get, and you can take that even further with the balloon experiences. In Mpumalanga, the same. You've got the Blyde River Canyon. You've got one of the world's most incredible artists working in her environment. The natural wonder of the caves, and obviously the safari experience is unrivaled. Gauteng's the same. The magnificent street culture, the adrenal-fueled experiences, a bit of culture and shopping and heritage, and obviously exploring the origins of all humanity. Northwest, all very much the same. Very distinct and different. I didn't say the same at all. Apologies. We can click through, but I think you start to get the point that as we go through, there's so much more to, the what happened on Robben Island, what happened in the Boerkaap, the Western Cape fishermen villages, Darling, and the food and wine that you can find out there. Incredible when we take it to business tourism and MICE, the massive events that we could host and hold. We have the infrastructure. If we click through, you'll see, if you have your conventions in Port Elizabeth, 360 business connections and 360 ocean views await. Come find your joy. The world champions await. Come find your joy. We have everything it needs. We're a world-class destination. We're hosting the G20, so G20 South Africa 2025 awaits. Come find your joy. And then, obviously, we want to monetize it. We want to work incredibly closely with the trade and private sector partners. We want to put deals together. Obviously, British Airways market themselves as a British original, so a South African original waits. We put together packages and deals with British Airways. We market them tightly and work as closely as we can. So I think the campaign works really, really well in the travel trade and with partner businesses. Obviously, iconic destinations like Sun International, African legends await. Come find your joy. And again, we package that with them and put together the best pieces that we can. Moving through. World-class neighborhoods await. Come find your joy, the V&A waterfront. I think these are just useful examples to show just the sort of legs it has and just how big the idea is. I believe a true test of a big idea is how much tenure it has in market, how long it can last before it wears out. And I think you can see this thing's really robust and has world-class sort of abilities. George, do you want to speak too?
Thank you very much. And yeah, I think we've just given you a top line of how big this idea is and where it can go. What you haven't seen today is all the other executions that form part of this campaign, such as out of home, social media, which has kicked off from this event, activations, PR, etc. We're just so honored and so excited to have been part of this journey. And we thank you all for your time, for being here and sharing this moment with us. Thank you.
What was that? How was that?
I see the world through the eyes of a child. The world's wonders mesmerize me. It's covered in joy in the people. where the sun still shines. Mzansi Africa, rediscovering the sense of wonder. I see all colors, even those beyond the rainbow. I can see clearly now the light shines so bright. I feel the spirit of my country. Drums echoing the pulse of Mzansi, giving peace, joy, love and hope, and the sun still shines. Mzansi Africa, rediscovering the sense of wonder. I see all colors, even those beyond the rainbow. I can see clearly now the light shines so bright.
Wow, I don't know about you, but I have goosebumps. I'm so excited. I was watching, I was like, yo, Batong, yo, yo. So congratulations to CMO, CEO, SA Tourism, Avatar Agency. I think you guys should be so proud of yourselves. This is something that I think anyone can take into the world or even just South Africa and be proud of. And if I have the permission, I'm like, every time I have a pop-up, can I just play this so that when I present the food, you understand where I'm coming from, just to make my presentation a little easy. I think you need to give them a round of applause. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. The most beautiful thing is that now that you've seen this ad live, it's literally gone live right now. So everybody has had a chance to see it as you have seen it in this moment. And so please do hashtag South Africa awaits, hashtag come find your joy, because joy is definitely found in South Africa. I have like goosebumps. I don't know if you can see. I know I've got I almost said Johnson & Johnson oil, but anyway, but yeah, you just the goosebumps just out of excitement and just being proud of being South African. Now we're going to cross over and connect live to Honorable Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille. Please give her a round of applause.
Good afternoon, and thank you to all for joining us today. I want to thank the creative team, and I want to thank the tourism sector. Indeed, a job well done. With this campaign, we try to instill a sense of wonder through the eyes of a child. We've all been children at some stage of our lives. And also, we are pleased that you were able to share this viewing with us today before we go live out to the rest of the world. Because as partners, you are an essential part of making our tourism sector grow and making it success. So let us go out there boldly, and promote this amazing Mzansi of ours. There's nothing better in the whole world. There is much to see for all our visitors, the diversity, the beauty, our biggest asset, the Ubuntu, the warmth of our people. And what we can only call on the world is to say, South Africa awaits, come and joy. Come and find your joy. I will get it right. South Africa awaits. Come and find your joy. Thank you very, very much. And let us continue to work together. God bless.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can see a thumbs up that you can hear me. I am down in Mozambique as part of our Triland working together with Mozambique, Eswatini, and South Africa to promote the region. And I just could not miss this occasion. So I said to Thembi, I really need to be part of this. as part of the SAT board and chairperson of MACOM. So let me take this opportunity and thank the Honorable Minister, the Honorable Deputy Minister and the DG, my team, my chairperson at SAT, and my board members that are here, the executive, and all our other stakeholders that have managed to join us today. You know, for me, today is a celebration of the beauty and diversity, warmth of the great nation, you know, and of who we are, and to share it with the world. So today we gather really to show ourselves to the world. This is how we are, and without even packaging ourselves. We are not like artificially packaged ourselves, but this is who we are, showing ourselves to the world. And to our new campaign really is designed to showcase the best of what South Africa can offer and invite travelers from around the globe to experience it for themselves. From the stunning natural landscapes to the vibrant city life, rich cultural heritage, and world-class attraction, we have so much to offer as a country. South Africa is a destination that has something for everyone. You know, whether you are an adventure seeker, whether you are a foodie, as you would have seen on the video, whether you are a nature lover, and those, of course, that are looking for unique cultural experience. We've seen it when we were drilling down to provinces. Gogo, Dr. Esther Mahlangu, they're amazing world-class artists. So we are really quite excited, and I'd like to express my gratitude to everyone. You know, with all the pressure that we found ourselves in, Minister, I was also not sure that we will be able to deliver this work. And I'm quite excited and really like to welcome and make a call to everyone watching this, that let's explore our country, not only to foreigners, but ourselves as South Africans. Let's explore our country. Let us share our hospitality, our passion, and our warmth. And please, you know, join us in this incredible journey to discover South Africa. I'm really excited, and I'd like to thank you once more again, thank the support of the minister, and thank everyone that has really made sure that you are able to deliver this exciting campaign. Thank you so much.
Now we're going to bring it back to the room, and I'd like to call on stage Tato Motopeng from Sato Vito. You can give him a round of applause.
Yay.
Dumelang, ke a utlwana? Le kae? Sanibonani? Ninjani? Ngiyaphila. Umnandi ukubapha. Yes. Good afternoon, goeiemorgen to others. Goeiedag. Goeiedag. My name is Tato Motopeng, National Coordinator of Sato Vito, South African Township and Village Tourism. I'm so excited to actually see what we just saw right now. Diversity, culture, originality, what we actually and who we actually are. There's quite a lot of work that we need to do, obviously, as the sector, and one of them is to promote the campaign, promote SA, and basically support SA tourism in all its objectives. So as Sato Vito, we are here, we will be supporting, we will be promoting. This is our country, colleagues, and an investment has been made. We're going to have to make sure that we achieve our goals. And with that said, we'd like to wish everybody a beautiful 2025, and thank you. Ciao.
Awesome. So we are going to connect back live to Honorable Deputy Minister of Tourism, Maggie Soku.
Minister, thank you very much for making it possible. And also let me take this opportunity and thank the chair of the board. Prof, thanks for inviting us. I'm sure you understand that with Monday, it's very difficult for us to have such meetings. When I'm talking about us, I'm talking about the black, green, and gold. It's very difficult. It's a special day for the party, but I made it sure that I join you because I didn't want to miss this exciting event of today. I think the minister has touched on all the interesting parts, but the most interesting to me is the music, the background music from Tatu Vusi, Mahlasela. It's just top everything that has been said here. I also want to congratulate the team from SAT. Thank you very much for this exciting advert. It makes us very proud, but I don't want to take more time because I think all the issues that we would like to say as a department, the minister is the one that who's going to say everything. Because of the protocol that I don't know how then you you observe your protocol. I wasn't expecting the minister to speak before all of us, hence I was relaxed where I'm seated. But thank you very much for the exciting advert. Thanks, Nombulelo and the team and the prof. Thank you very much then.
All right. You know when you go to a restaurant and then you have a dish and that dish was so delicious and you're like, hey, I wish we could ask the chef to just give us just a little bit more. I think this ad is so beautiful. It just one more time, you know? Just if we can just repeat it, just please at the back, just so we can remember it, you know? Because kumnandi kubala. Thank you.
What was that? Come play.
I see the world through the eyes of a child. The world's wonders mesmerize me. It's covered in joy in the people where the sun still shines. It's Zanzibar, Africa, rediscovering the sense of wonder. I see all colors, even those beyond the rainbow. I can see clearly now the light shines so bright. I feel the spirit of my country. Drums echoing the pulse of the Zanzibar, giving peace, joy, love, and hope. And the sun still shines. It's Zanzibar, Africa, rediscovering with a sense of wonder. I see all colors, even those beyond the rainbow. I can see clearly now with the light will shine so bright.
Amazing. Don't forget to hashtag South Africa awaits, hashtag come find your joy. Now, to wrap things up, I know I don't want to, I could be like, I'm one of those people that if I like a song, it'll be on repeat. I was going to say, let's play it one more time, but you'll be like, please. Get off stage, it's finished, okay? But I won't do that to you guys. I'd like to now call on CMO to please come on stage and introduce the chairperson of SA Tourism Board, Professor Gregory Davids. Please, CMO.
Good afternoon. Gavela lapho, I hope. Gavela njenge-ad. Thank you so much for everything, everybody. If you would like, media would like to ask any questions or have a Q&A, we're available after. I think we're going to cross over to the chairperson of the board of South African Tourism, Professor Gregory Davis. Yeah, we can cross over tech. So he will thank everybody and close.
A heartfelt welcome to everybody that's virtually as well as in the room. On behalf of the Board of the South African Tourism, I extend a heartfelt appreciation to everyone who has joined us today to launch the global brand campaign under the theme South Africa awaits, come find your joy. This incredible milestone is a true reflection of the commitment, creativity, and collaboration, and it is truly a collective team effort. What is quite important of this campaign, that this campaign is also launched during the year that South Africa will host the important G20 summit. So it is quite a critical campaign for us as South African tourism and the country. I would also like to thank the Honourable Minister of Tourism, Patricia de Lille, for her leadership and unwavering commitment to advancing the tourism sector. She has unlocked through her work a lot of the blockages, such as the visa regime, the trusted tour guides, as well as many others. The Honourable Deputy Minister of Tourism, Ms. Shotchu, for continued support and dedication to the growth of our industry. Particular thank you also for the Director General of Tourism, Mr. Vele, for his invaluable guidance in shaping the strategic direction of our tourist initiatives. South African Tourism Markham Chairperson Opa Pilani, that spoke earlier on, for his strategic insights and contributions to strengthening our marketing and communication effort. My fellow colleagues that is in this meeting and those that could not join this afternoon, our South African Tourism Board, particularly for the governance and steadfast commitment to the success of South African tourism. Without your leadership, colleagues, this event would not have been possible, and I thank you. Our industry partners, in particular TBSA, Satovito, that I've spoken earlier, for the collaboration and shared vision in driving the tourism agenda forward. The CEO, CMO, and the team for the tireless efforts in driving the success of this campaign. A sincere thank you goes to our partners and stakeholders for your continued support. We really look forward to seeing you leverage this campaign to amplify your own marketing efforts, promote our products and services as a collective, and proudly showcase the best of South Africa. There is no doubt in my mind that this campaign will not only attract more international visitors to our beautiful country, but also inspire South Africans to explore and appreciate the beauty of our country. We will continue to grow our tourism industry and strengthen our global footprint. As we enter the new financial year, we do this with optimism and confidence. The global tourism landscape is fiercely competitive, but we believe this campaign positions South Africa as a sought-after, must-visit destination and will drive the increase in visitors number we all strive for. I want to extend a special word of appreciation to our vibrant MC, Lorna Maseko. You epitomizes joy from the time that you set your foot on the stage. There is just something that was coming from you, and that then placed myself and many, I think, in the right frame of mind, that we are also seeking our joy. Thank you very much. Once again, thank you for everybody who played a role in making this vision a reality. And I will conclude with the following. South Africa awaits. Come find your joy. Allah, Allah. I thank you. Thank you.
I think we could do a quick Q&A. I'm sure some of you have questions, exciting questions. If you could let us know who you are and where you're from, and we would love to hear your opinion, which I'm sure you've got lots of. If I could, I'm sure somebody will be passing the mic around. Don't be shy, we don't bite.
Hi, my name is Kay Salisho. I'm the Deputy Lifestyle Editor at News 24. And my question would be primarily for the team at SA Tourism. Beyond the campaign, which is very heavily destination based, anytime I travel, everyone wants to know what the food was like. So are you able to speak to any plans to hero South African food, South African wine, having personalities like Chef Wandile Mabaso, in the campaign, and our own host from today? These people can function as ambassadors for something that I feel is our greatest export, but I feel like it's not heroed as much as our destination in some of the marketing activations that are done related to anything that SA Tourism and Proudly SA does.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. One of the key things we're focusing on in developing destination is focusing on our culture, and food is one of that. Hence, we were intentional about having somebody like Wandile Mabaso in the piece. What you would know is that a big piece like this, it's difficult to feature everything decisively, when you're building a piece like this. But what we are doing is that we're doing sub-segments of everything, like food. Food is going to have its own sub-segment where we zoom into the food and focus on it. Culture, in terms of our people, will have its own sub-segment where you zoom in. So as you follow our unrolling of the campaign, you will kind of see what you want to see. So if you're really interested in the ocean, you'll get more of that, because we will start to break up the campaign into small little pieces that show our tourism destination, and show the different segments within our tourism destination. And culture is one of the growing segments, and we're definitely gonna zoom in on it. The content is there, rest assured. We're just gonna have to package the content to make sure that Lorna has enough content for her pages, and we hope that the exceptional South Africans like Lorna will start to push the content that we put out there. Definitely a good question, and we're definitely on it.
Thank you very much. And then we have Mr. Neville.
Thank you. Not so much a question, but congratulations to South African tourism for a sterling work. I think we are really truly proud to be South African, and it has just really re-engendered that patriotism that we all have as South Africans. I think it's a brilliant piece of work that you've done. Just slightly disappointed that that little dancing guy behind the van didn't feature again, doing some dancing moves. But really well done, and congratulations. On behalf of Brand South Africa, well done.
Another question. There, we've got a question in the center.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Biula Musupie. I'm from Howing Tourism for All. We advocate for accessible tourism where everyone will afford to experience this beautiful country.
Yeah.
As we say, through travel, we get to share in cultural exchanges that enhance our personalities. I would like to congratulate the team. Finding Joy. It's an amazing campaign. And I think we have been starved for something new. And I think for me, the key highlight has been choosing Dade Vusi Mahlasela. That sound is the magic ingredient. And I don't know if you intended it to be this way, but one of the things about the ad is that it works even if your eyes are closed. You have managed to capture beautiful salient sounds that even if you close your eyes, you get the feeling of the ad. So congratulations.
Okay, we'll take one more. There we go. We've got a lady over here.
My name's Danette. I'm from Bliss Community. I would just like to know the big idea of seeing through the eyes of a child. How did you find this insight? Were there other insights? And then how did you come to decide on this particular insight? Thank you.
Sure, I can answer that for you. I think, as with any campaign, there are many insights. I think the humanity of South Africans is something that's always fed back. As in exit interviews, when people leave the country, no matter what reason they came here for, the people is what sparks them always. And I think that humanity is what we wanted to use to inspire other people. And one of the great reasons to travel is to discover and find, but it's an incredibly selfish urge, right? So you want to do it for yourself. So that insight to reconnect with that purer version of yourself, that better version of yourself, and the best expression of that, the purity of expression is there isn't a better way to express it than through the eyes of a child. I think that was very much what drove us. And there's a bit of science, and George has spoken to some of it, but it's in tables. But the emotional resonance of the country and the people, there is nowhere else on the face of the planet like this, and nowhere else in the world has got the people that we do. And I think it's we don't do it justice. We don't even come close to how amazing it is here. So I'm just thrilled to be able to share that. Thank you.
Amazing. We're down, no more questions. This is your golden moment. Ooh, another questions are coming. Okay, 2 more and then we're done. Okay, the gentleman with the gorgeous yellow jacket.
Thank you so much. When I saw the invite with yellow, I thought, okay, let me connect with the theme.
I love it.
All right. Now, when I checked the advert, I was quite excited about it, just like everybody else in this venue. But then I don't know why I can't shake off what is happening around the world and how some people have decided to paint a different picture of South Africa. And I'm asking myself that, will this advert and the people in this room be able to work against the wave that is so strong internationally, where, I mean, we have about 70,000 South Africans who are deciding to take up on Trump's offer? No, that's the reality. And then, or they have, they have indicated interest, strong interest to take up the offer. So now with all that happening, how do we have a way in which we'll be able to deal with that? Because I know that this says, this is who we are, this is South Africa, ignore all other people. But don't you think that will work against what we are trying to
Philip is
achieve?
very excited to answer that question. He's be like, me.
Oh, my name is Hector. Call me Hector Motivator. And my work is to motivate people to be positive about South Africa, by the way.
I'm with you. No, absolutely, no problem. I think South Africa is not unlike any other brand. The brands have detractors. South Africa has detractors. And I think what South Africa can teach brands is that South Africa has a truth, right? And we use our truth to stand up for who we are and what we are. We don't need to meet their narratives. We just show our truth. And that's how we do it.
Cool. And then one more. Okay, Neville wants to overlay that answer. This is getting very interesting. If I'm allowed to even say, I think just us as South Africans and who we are, I'm yet to meet anyone that's come to this country, and I travel a lot, that says they've hated it. Everybody that comes here is like, the people are so warm, the food is so incredible, the place is affordable. I mean, is affordable, but I think the people that we are as South Africans definitely reflect the greatness of this country, and that you can't deny and that you can't take away, regardless of the noise that happens outside of us. And I think that is true of who we are. Neville.
Thank you. Just on that, I'm yet to meet anyone who has visited South Africa and not want to come back.
True.
I'm yet to meet that person. So I think there's 2 parts to the issue of the headwinds that are coming through. One is on the diplomatic side, and we leave that to our politicians to drive that. And I think our president has been quite clear in terms of how we're going to engage. We don't engage on social media, etc. There's clearly articulated protocols, which our president is articulating. Number 2, for us, we can't always sit back and say, oh, we're afraid. We've got to speak the truth of what South Africa is about. And this video today is part of that. It's that message. This video, I can tell you, it's not as a result of. This video is to remind people who South Africa is and what we are about as South Africans. So I think from our side as Brand South Africa, we've also chosen to continue the messaging in terms of the real truth about South Africa, including Q&A and also clarifying some of the positions that and the incorrect narrative that is out there. So the truth about South Africa will speak for itself. I think you summarized it so beautifully, and it is what it is. But from our side, engaging with also the internationals, including some of our friends within the US, I can tell you there's 2 programs. One was supposed to go to another destination, Friends of South Africa, Americans who are in the US who are taking a program into a different country, phoned and said, listen, we're bringing it to South Africa because we want to show that South Africa is not what it has been painted out to be. Another program also bringing American stars that were going to another destination. Again, they're redirecting it. So watch this space. You'll see lots more happening, but not just because of what we are doing. Americans who know the truth about South Africa will get to show their truth. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much. What a beautiful, intimate, inspiring, joyful afternoon we've had together. Short and sweet, but just absolutely amazing and to the T. Well done to everybody that's been involved. I think you can sleep in peace, really, in Wandi Savannah or something. But man, you've achieved really great things. Okay, drink another drink. I don't know, coffee or something. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. It's been absolutely amazing to be your host this afternoon. To all our honorable minister, as well as our deputy minister, our executive people that have been in this room, we really, really appreciate it. Please go outside and enjoy. There's sweets. There's like a whole lot of interactive, whimsical treats for you to enjoy. So don't go home just as yet. Interact, mingle, feel like a child, feel that joy that has really been set precedent today. I don't know about you, but I'm go by video what we post on my Instagram. You know, I just want to show everyone. I'm like, let's just show them quickly. You know, so but this has been absolutely amazing. Have a fantastic afternoon. This has been the best Monday, you know. In April, are we in April yet? In March. Thank you so much. Have a good afternoon.
Best Monday ever.